Well, hello everybody and happy Tuesday. It is Tuesday, August 22nd, 2023 at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And welcome everybody. It is a gorgeous day here in Chesapeake, Virginia. And I am so glad that you guys are here with me today. Hopefully you guys are getting a little bit of this relief in the weather. It's supposed to be nice here the next couple of days. Gorgeous tomorrow, and I'm so excited because I'm off. So I can enjoy the weather. Although I hurt my back, so I'm like dying sitting here. I'm on muscle relaxers and pain medicine. But it's like hard to just sit. So I'm gonna do it for you guys though. 100 in Minnesota. Dang. That's bad because Minnesota usually is pretty cool, I think, in the summer, isn't it? Dang, Sharon, you got COVID 3 times? That's crazy. All right, let me say hey to everybody. So we've got, oh, Kathy's on here. She hadn't been here in a long time. I thought there was somebody above her, though. Hey, Beth. Hey, Diana. Hey, Renee. Hey, Vicky. Hey, Marie. Hey, Gail. Hey, KG. Carol. Let's see, who else is on here? Marie, Tony, Bill, Linda, Cynthia, Debbie, Sequencer. That, okay, now wait a minute. I know who that is because she signed up for my napkin swap. Hold on, I wrote it down. Now I can't find it. Okay, I forgot. Claudia, I think it's Claudia. Laura, Debbie, another Debbie. Lots of people on here tonight. Hey, Judith. Hey, Sharon. Hey, Ware. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, oh, Vicky, 88 degrees tomorrow, 90, and then 70s. Nice. Thanks, Nancy. I know. I don't know what I did. I think from working in the yard, but it's rough. Any of you guys who have hurt your back know it's like rough. Hey, Elizabeth. Oh, you got your card today. Good. Hey, Cindy. Uh-oh, Kathy got COVID too. Dang, that's unusual because not many people are getting COVID nowadays. Oh, Cindy Quincer. Okay. Let's see. Hey, Diane. Hey, Carol. Huh. Oh, thanks, Vicky. Hey, Robin. All right, so this is what we're making today. So my friend Michelle Avance, she made this card. I think I told you guys I get together like once a month with some of my demonstrator friends. So she's another demonstrator in our area, and she did this card. And I told her, I said, oh my God, I love this card. And I've been wanting to do one of these. It's called Faux Shutter or Fractured. I don't know why it's called Fractured. I'd never heard that before, but then I saw somebody call it that, so I'm not really sure why it's called that. I guess because it's kind of like fractured glass or something, but I've always heard that it's called the Faux Shutter card because it looks like a camera, you know, the olden days when we had those camera shutters that opened up like, you know, kind of twisty like that. So she did this card, and I had been wanting to do one, and I had only seen them done with one pattern of paper behind it, and she had a different one, and she said she saw somebody, and I can't remember who it is now, do it on a YouTube video where they had the different patterns on here. So I went looking and I couldn't find who it was that she said, and I did see somebody else do it a totally different way than I'm doing it today. So there are several different techniques to do this. Some of them are kind of hard. The way I'm gonna do it is pretty easy. I think out of several of the videos I watched, this was the easiest way. Oh, Frenchie did one too. Yeah, I've seen, there's a ton of them. So if you just search Faux Shutter, or every time I say that, I want to say Faux Show instead of Faux Shutter. You just want to say it like that. Faux Show. But I just think it's funny. So anyway, there are a billion videos of this out there, but they're all different. Everybody's got their own little technique, but I think this way is pretty much the easiest. And you can do it with all different patterns or 2 different patterns, or if you just want to keep it one pattern, that's really, really easy. So this is what we're going to do today. And this was her original card. The only thing I really did was change the words on it because she had the words like on a one long thing, and you had to ink up half and do the happy and then the other half and do the birthday. And I'm like, oh no, I'm changing that. So we made it a little bit easier, but other than that, it's pretty much her exact same card. So thank you, Michelle, so much for giving me this video idea, because I'm always looking for cool things to do. And this saves me so much time when someone else does most of the work for me. So I always appreciate the help. Hey, Valerie. I see a few more people popped on here. We're up to 111. Oh, don't forget, thumbs up. We've only got 30 thumbs up, so make sure you do thumbs up if you're watching. And if you have not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so you get notified every time I do a video. So we are doing the Earthen Texture stamp set and dies, and that is one of my favorites that's in the catalog. And we're also using So Sincere for the words, so we're using the words from here. A lot of these words fit in this square, and the square is from Stylish Shapes, which is this one, and it's got all these different shapes in here. I used the 3rd square, which is about 2 inches square, and it gives you that nice little stitched edging on there. So that's what you need, these stamp sets, dies, and then the paper that we're using is, you're gonna die when you see this one. Okay, this one you'll know because it's the Earthen Elegance one. So we're using this piece right here, and then the other piece you're gonna be like, wow, that's where that came from. Because I had no interest in this paper at all until I saw 2 cards that my friend Michelle did. So if you haven't seen this paper, it's absolutely gorgeous. I've got like 2 packs in here mixed up, but I can't even get it out because I got too many pieces. But this paper is absolutely beautiful. It's got so many pretty textures on there and prints. And I've done a bunch of cards with this already, and I did a framed art. So if you haven't seen those, go back and check them. And then we're also using the Distressed Gold, which is one of my favorite things to do. I love, love, love this gold paper, and it is so pretty. So we're using that, and here's the one that you're going to be like, what? The fish paper. Okay, so you know, I don't really do guy cards that much because I don't really have a guy yet. So she's done 2 cards with this paper, and like I would look at this piece and say, that's not really even an attractive paper, but the back is so pretty. And so I don't really like the fish because I don't do the fish stuff, but the back has really cool patterns on it. So I used this one on a card that I did for my classes this week, and then this one, my friend Michelle, who did this card, also used this one for a Christmas card, and that's the whole reason I bought it. And then she did this one. So we've got that one. Then we've got this, which this one I think is really pretty on both sides. I do like that green pattern. This one is, I don't like this side, but again, it's that one. This is great for the turtle set or your shell set. A bunch of other sets that you could use this one for, because it looks like the ocean, kind of ocean waves. And then the back is a map, which I love that piece. So I had absolutely no interest in this paper whatsoever until I saw my friend Michelle's cards. So thank you, Michelle, for showing me this. So if you're not interested in fishing, just check out the other side of the paper, and it's really, really good paper. So this is in the main catalog, so you can just get yours right now. I think it's in stock, unlike a few other things I would like to get right now. All right, so again, thank you, Michelle Avance, if you're watching. This was her card, this is my card, so they're almost exactly the same. So I also got Happy Mail. So I got this card in the mail from Linda Turner, and she sent me a turtle card, which is funny because I just am doing a class on the turtles this week, and you will get that video on Saturday. So, because some of the girls that are watching right now are coming to my class on Thursday, and I don't want to ruin the surprise for them. So, they get to be surprised when they come on Thursday for class. So I had a class this morning, and then I've got another one on Thursday. And that's, hey, Debbie. And that's doing a really fun technique, which I saw, well, actually, I've done the technique a long time ago, but I had kind of forgotten about it. And then I saw Patty Bennett do it the other day, and I was like, oh, I haven't done that technique in a long time. So it's the watercolor wash with salt technique. So that's what we're going to be doing Saturday on the video. So don't forget to put that in your calendar. It's Saturday at noon. And we'll be doing that. I'm trying to read comments real quick. Hey, Dolores. Hey, Christine. Hey, Diane. Another background paper. I know. I love it. Okay, everybody did thumbs up. All right, we're still about 40 behind on the thumbs up, so make sure you do that. All right, and also don't forget, card kit is this right here. So you get a set of 3 of these supplies to make 3 cards. And that's if your order is $50 or more, sorry. And you use the host code. Make sure you use that host code. And then if your order is $100 or more, you'll get the gems to go with it. And everybody's went out for the last card kit, the napkin card kit. That is in the mail. You should be getting that if you placed an order from the 1st to the 15th. You should be getting that any day now. So, and the directions went out yesterday. No, Sunday. So I think I'm caught up on everything now, hopefully. All right, so let's get started. So this is so easy. You're just gonna be like, wow, the card looks so hard, but it's not. Oh, and don't forget also, if your order is over $100 and use the host code, you get entered to win the drawing for the mystery box. So I've got a couple more left of those to give away. All right, so our base is 5.5 by 8.5, very vanilla. The next size up is 5 1/4 by 4 pecan pie, or pecan, depending on how you say it. 5 by 3 3/4 of the designer paper from Earthen Elegance, and then 3 by 3. You probably could get away with 2 3/4 by 2 3/4, but it would be tight. So I would say just go with 3 by 3, and you'll have a little bit of waste, but it's better than being short. So the center is, it's about 2 inches. It's like just a sliver under 2 inches, I think, or maybe over 2 inches. I can't remember. And then you need all these little cutouts. So I've got these all cut out. So some are from the gold distress paper, and then some are for the pecan pie. And then you need 4 little slivers of the pecan pie that are like 3.5 to 4 inches. Doesn't have to be exact. These were just scraps that I had, and I just picked them up. But it has to be like at least about 3.5 inches. So that's what you need for, oops, let me put the card out so you'll see that. I'm running out of room here. See if I can fit all this over here. Okay. There you go. Hopefully you get all that in the screenshot. And then we'll get started. And I'll be doing this card probably in my next class in a couple weeks if you're coming. If you like it, let me know, and we'll do it next time. I know, Elizabeth, that's a great idea. Who would have thought have 2-sided paper? We used to not. Like back in the day, it used to only be one design on one side. But sometimes it's bad because you like both sides and you hate to use one side and waste the other side. So hopefully you got a screenshot of that. I'm going to take all these off. Oh, and this is 1/4 of an inch. So it's 1/4 of an inch by like 3.5 or 4. I just use scraps, but it's 1/4 of an inch wide. So there you go. All right, so what we're going to do first is the stamping part on the vanilla, and then we'll put everything together. So we need to do the inside and then this little square here. The words are going to go first. So let's do that. And we're going to do it diagonally. So it's a diamond instead of a square, which technically I guess they're the same thing kind of. So we're going to do this right in the middle and hope that I don't mess up. And there you go. All right, came out pretty good. All right, so that's good. And then, let's see, we're gonna do the inside. And let me get a scrap piece, just in case. Here we go. All right, so for the inside, we're gonna do this little vase. And this is copper clay. So we're using copper clay for our vase, and this is pecan pie. Let me put that in there so I don't get them mixed up. So the copper clay, we're going to do our little vase on the inside, right in the bottom corner. And then we're going to take this one, which is from the Earthen, what is it called? Earthen Elements. That's the Earthen Textures. Okay, Earthen Textures is the stamp set. Earthen Elegance is the paper. And we're just going to ink this up in the same color. I didn't mean to do that. I don't want to get the stem. So let me clean that really good. Okay, you just want the top part. So just do the top and then stamp off and then stamp it. So just like that. All right, then we want to do the same thing with this one. So we're going to stamp just the top. And this one we're going to stamp off twice and then stamp it on here. So you'll have a little bit of background, but you want it pretty light because you don't want to cover your words up. So there we go with that. And then we've got this one over here with the pecan pie. So we're going to, oh, dang it, I did it again. You just want the top half of this. I keep getting the stems on here. Okay, this one's done. So we're going to put this on here, but I don't want the stems on there. So make sure we get that nice and clean. Okay, so we're going to do that one more time, because I just want the top. Let me show you. You're just getting the top half. So just like to right there. And then we're going to stamp off, and hopefully that'll be good. And we're going to do that twice. So there we go. All right, so we want that light. So this was pecan pie stamped off. That was copper clay stamped off. So that's the inside. And then, clean that. We're done with the pecan pie. But we're not done with the other color because I forgot to do something. So I'm going to take this and this. And I'm going to take that tree again, this one. This is the copper clay again. So what I'm going to do is just take this and ink it up, stamp it off, and then I'm going to stamp it on here. Because I kind of wanted to give this just a little bit of texture to it. So it's not just plain old pecan pie. I'm going to do the same thing to the vase. Just kind of go around the edges with this. And that gives that a little bit of texture. And then you can either sponge the edges if you have a blending brush. And I didn't have a blending brush in this color. So I just decided to do this like I like to do. And that's just kind of rolling the edges. And that just gives it a little bit of darkness around the edge. And I think I want a little bit more color on that. So I'm just going to stamp the edge just a little bit. So if you don't have a blending brush or sponge, just do this and it'll give it just a kind of a little bit of color on the edge like that. You can always improvise if you don't have something. All right, so there we go. So that's it for the stamping. So that's pretty easy. All right, so now what we're gonna do is put it together. So that was the easy part. So you've got all these little pieces, and you could certainly make this card a lot easier than it is without all the little pieces, but I just love this card. It was one of my favorites from our get-together. All right, so we're gonna start with just this piece, and this one was 5 by 3 3/4. Now here's a trick. So usually you just kind of stick this on here and you kind of wing it, and you're like, okay, well, you could put it on, like, if you have grid paper, you could put it on there and kind of mark it. But I noticed when I was looking at this, you don't see the middle of the paper. So what I did was I just folded it in half. So that way I have a, oops, it's not exactly half, but close enough. So I wanted to get a nice crease right there in the middle. So now I know this is in the center. And so now I just have to kind of look at that center line and just kind of say, okay, I just need a little bit below and above that. So I'm going to glue that down with my green glue and just go right around the edge on there. Okay, so line it up with that center crease, like right there. I don't have my glasses on, so hopefully I'm on that line. I probably should put my glasses on and look. Make sure I got it straight. Okay, so yeah, just a teeny bit off, but that's okay. All right, so it's pretty even. So here's my middle line right there and right there. So now we've got it in the center, and then what I do is I start with the right side. So I want to put this right here and line it up with the edge of that corner. And you could really start at any corner, it doesn't matter. So you could put the glue on here, but I like to put it right here. So I'm just going to line it up right next to my piece right here and just go straight all the way down. So that way you're not getting glue all over that whole piece and having sticky on your edge, and you just butt it up right next to it because you don't want to cover your little stitching. So there's our first one. Then you're going to turn it and we're going to do another one. So just grab another one. We're going to do the same thing, put another sliver of glue right next to it. And if you have one of those really thin glue things, that's even better. I don't have, oh yeah, I do. Oh yeah, I do. I got it right here. I could get my little glue. I got a little teeny glue bottle from Amazon I can use. But this one will work for this part. And then when I go to stick this down, I'll use the little thin one. So put another little thin line of glue all the way down. Just try to keep that straight. So you're lining up each piece with that corner edge of the vanilla piece. And we're going to trim those at the end. And then, uh-oh. Oh, I lost it. It just disappeared on me. All right, so we're going to take the last one and put that down. So then you get your thing like this, the 4 sides to it. And I just saw another video where somebody did the double. So they took 2 different pieces and went around again, and that looked really cool. So I might do another one with that. Okay, so here's the cool part. So now we've got this piece of 3 by 3. So you're going to take this and you're going to put it right here in this corner at the bottom. So we're just going to put our glue right here and then stick that in there. Let that sit for a sec. All right, then we're just going to flip it over and we're going to trim it. But just be careful trimming it. So we're going to trim here straight. And you could use your paper cutter if you want to. But scissors work pretty well. I'm just going to go ahead and do these 2 while I'm at it. And there you go. Okay, so now this is what we've got. And we've got little scraps of paper. All right, so now we want this one and this one. So turn it around to this corner and put what's left in this corner. And I thought this was genius, whoever thought of this. And this is how you could do, if you wanted all different ones, you could do the same thing. Just start with a white piece of paper and then have like 2 3x3 squares, or one person I saw had like 2 1/4 by 4, but I don't know. I think maybe a little bit bigger would be better, but I don't know. All right, and put that down, and then you're going to trim that one. So you do have a little bit of extra left over, so I think you could probably do like 2 3/4 square, but I was just worried that it wouldn't be big enough. So you have this little scrap. You can save that for something else. All right, so there you go. So now we've got our main image. We're going to put that on here. And put that down. And then layer that one on the vanilla one. See, wasn't that easy? I thought that was just like the coolest thing. Oh, thanks, MJ. Southwest Stamper. Let's see. Oops, I'm way behind. Oh, Becky says she covers her strips with tear tape before she cuts. Okay. And then we're going to put this on here. I got a joke for you guys tonight. It's pretty cute. I love old people jokes. Somebody emailed me one today, and it's one I already used. It was, remember the one, if you guys watch all the time, the one about the old lady at the nursing home who kept leaning over in her chair, and they kept straightening her up, and and then she said, "This place is great, except they won't let you fart." I had forgotten about that joke, but I told it like, I don't know, a month or so ago. That was a good one. But I love jokes about older people. I like the sex jokes too, I think, as long as they're not too risque. Okay, so now we're going to work on this piece right here. So we want to put this down on here, kind of right in the middle. So here's where you really need your thin tip glue. So I've got my little pin in there so it doesn't get clogged up. So just put a real thin line of glue on here, and this is where some of you guys have those oops, that's a little bit too much. Some of you guys have those tweezers. I know you can do so good with them, but I have not mastered the tweezers yet, so we're just going to be using fingers and get sticky fingers. All right, so this goes on here right in the middle, and I should have like my silicone pad. Actually, I do have my silicone pad. Oops. Let's get that. So then we can put it on here. Okay. So that just goes right across the middle, and then you're going to snip off the edges. And snip off these. All right, whoops. So there you go. So there's that part. Then we're going to put another little strip of glue right here. I meant to bring these things in here to show you guys. So this girl at work, oops, I need a little bit more glue right there, brought these things in. They're called Hi Chew, H-I and then C-H-E-W. They're kind of like Starburst, kind of, except they're way, way, way better. So she brought them into work the other day. I'd never heard of them. They're like the most addictive things I've ever eaten. If you eat one, it's like you just can't stop eating them. They're basically kind of like Starburst, except they're not real as sticky as Starburst, and they're easier to chew. But they have these really good flavors and everything. So anyway, after she brought them to work and we ate like a whole bag, then I found them on Amazon and ordered them. So I got a really good deal on Amazon, and I took some to work. Everybody at work's addicted to them now. I went back to Amazon to order some more, and they doubled the price of them. So I was like, what? So I was so mad because I went back to my order and clicked on it again and went from $19.99 for 4 big bags to $37.99. So almost double in price in 3 days. And I was like, what in the world? So I've been looking around on different places for them. And so today I went to Dollar Tree to get something. I walked into Dollar Tree, they had them at Dollar Tree, and I was like, what? So they were $1.25 for a bag. Now the bag I ordered on Amazon was like 12 ounces, and it was like $5. These at Dollar Tree were like 2 ounces for $1.25. So it's still more expensive, but the ones on Amazon are ridiculous now. So I was like, what in the heck? Why did the price go up? I think because everybody I've given them to is addicted to them now. So now I've started a trend or something at work. I don't know. All right, so we're going to put this in here like so. And then put this one. So I just put some tape on the back, just regular old tape. And we're just going to put both of these in here like that. And be careful because you don't want to rip them. And then we're going to put dimensionals on the back. Oops, wrong ones. You want regular dimensionals. Oh, yeah, here we go. Oh, Christine says watermelon. I haven't had the watermelon. So my favorite is the apple and the grape. And the candy is called Hi Chew. It's Hichew. And the mango. And then there was another one I ate. Oh, what's the other flavors? Pineapple was good. But they have like all different flavors. I mean, just tons and tons and tons of flavors. And you can get different bags. Like they have sour ones and all different. So, but the girl who brought them to work, she said she got them at the Five Below store. So if you ever see them, grab a bag and try them. And then, well, actually you probably shouldn't because it's going to be like Tillamook ice cream. And you'll be like, dang that Lisa, she got me hooked on something else that's going to make me fat. So, you know me, I know where the good food is. All right, I'm just going to put a little teeny bit of glue on the back of this and this. And then stick it down. Like right here. And that's it. You want to glue those down because they'll get like caught on something and kind of peel off them if you don't glue them down a little bit. And there we go. All right, and then I've got some gems. So I've got these brushed metallic adhesive backed dots. So, oh, there it is. Didn't see my take your pick tool. So grab one of these and put it over here. Just love it. I love that gold distressed paper. And then let me put that back in here so that doesn't get clogged up. All right, and then of course we've got to spray it with some shimmer spray. So let me get my scrap paper back. I got some cards to give away tonight. Hopefully you guys, all the cards have been mailed out to everybody who's won so far. So hopefully you guys have all gotten your cards by now from all the times I've mailed them. All right, so there we go. So, what do you guys think? Do you love it? Love it? Thanks, Tammy. I really can't take credit because my friend Michelle is the one that came up with this. So, thank her. But I'm going to make another one. I'm going to make a Christmas one, I think, like this. Don't forget thumbs up and everything. All right, so you guys ready for another joke? You know, it's so funny. I get probably more comments about the jokes than I do the cards sometimes. Because, and so many of you guys say, like, your husband or your kids or whoever loves my jokes. And I think it's so funny. Oh, Walmart has them for $6 a bag. You just have to look because they try to trick you. And the bags are all different sizes because some of the bags are like 3-point-something ounces and then some are like 10 ounces and some are 12 ounces. So you got to kind of figure out how much per ounce they are to figure out the best deal. So, if you try them. Try them at the Dollar Tree because they're only $1.25, and then you can get them in a bigger bag somewhere else. Oh, thanks, Kathy. Thanks, Laura. Thanks, Robin. Thanks, everybody. All right, here's the joke. This is a cute one. All right, yesterday, my son emailed me asking why I didn't do something useful with my time. Like sitting around playing on a computer is not a good thing, I asked. Talking about my doing something useful seems to be his favorite topic of conversation lately. He said he was only thinking of me, and he said, why don't you go down to the senior center and hang out with the ladies? So I did this, and when I got home last night, I decided to play a prank on him. I emailed him and told him that I had joined a parachute club. He replied, are you nuts? You're 60 years old, and now you're going to start jumping out of airplanes? I told him that I even got a membership card and emailed a copy to him. He immediately telephoned me and yelled, good grief, Mom, where are your glasses? This is a membership to a prostitute club, not a parachute club. And she says, oh man, I'm in trouble again. I said, I really don't know what to do. I already signed up for 5 times a week. The line went quiet and his friend picked up the phone and said my son had fainted. Life as a senior citizen is not getting any easier, but sometimes it can be fun. So there's my joke. And now I've got a few cards to give away. So let's see, I've got 4 today. So we've got 4 cards to give away. So let me get my paper. Let's do some pink paper today. All right. The first one, and this is the one I just did the other day. So if you missed this video, these are all from recent, well, pretty recent videos. This I just did like last week, I think. So if you missed that video, go back and watch that one. Oh, thanks everybody. All right, let's see who has not won a card lately or ever. Let me see, let me see. Everybody's name sounds so familiar. Let's see. All right, I think, I don't know who to pick today. Tell me if you haven't won one and we'll try it. Vicky, you just won one not too long ago. Laura, you know what, Laura? I think you won and never claimed yours because I think I put it back in the drawing. Let's see. All right, Wendy, I don't think you've won before. Wendy Stats. So you get this one. Debbie Briggs will get you one. Make sure you guys, I've got to get my email address for you and you can send me your address. This one is Terry Nunn, N-U-N-N. And last one, Deborah Lilac. We got another Debbie. How many Debbies are on here tonight? Deborah Lilac, or I don't know if it's Lilac or Lilac. Okay, there you go. So there's the winners. Let me get my email address. It is stampgirl2@cox.net. So send me your address. I'll put them in the mail for you this week. So there you go. And I just put one of these. Somebody else had one, and I put it back in here because they never claimed it. So make sure you guys are watching the whole video so you can always see. Oh, Lori, you haven't been on here to win a card. Oh, well, I'll have to pick you next time. I'll put your name on a thing so you can win next time. All right, you guys. So thanks so much for joining me. I hope you love these cards. Don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff for me. That always helps my channel grow so I can keep doing free videos for you guys all the time, because don't forget, these are all free. You don't have to pay for anything to watch these video tutorials. So thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you watching. And I'll be back on Saturday at noon for a fun technique. And we'll probably be doing 3 cards because we're doing 3 in my class. I think I might do all 3 cards in the video. So that will be a long one on Saturday. So I'll see you then. Everybody take care and have a great rest of your week. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.